Okay, is anyone here? Hoping that I can at least see some people here. Well, there's still another minute. I'll wait. Oh, whoever it is. Well, hey, there's still about like 45 seconds left, so 28 seconds left. So, hey there, David. Glad you still. I'm glad you're still subscribed to my channel. By the way, I am like ever so thankful for all the 476 subscribers I have on my channel. Is that right? Yeah. So about 5. 4. I'm looking at my watch here. So yeah. Hi everyone. It's Scooter McBurzak here. I'm not here to do a Scooter Reacts live. I haven't done that in like 8 months. In fact, this is like my first live stream in 8 months. But I feel like I had to do one because I don't know if anyone else has been like trying to process the last week or so. I mean, yeah, I gotta say it had to be like the greatest mind fucking all of America's history. I mean, think about it. We had a presidential candidate who who actually really had good ideas for the country. Like I respect Joe Biden's decision to step down and elevate Kamala Harris because I thought she would have been a great president. I was, given the trends, I thought she was literally going to become it. But after seeing what happened on Wednesday morning, just don't. Apparently, we just reelected a guy who's been still liable for rape. Is basically an abject racist. Has I don't even know how to say this without sounding too political, but he's a walking train wreck. He's been convicted of 34 felony counts, and well, I'm just shocked that America chose him over a smart, intelligent woman. I thought to myself, is America just not ready to choose a woman? And it also made me feel, here's the deal. I want to open up about what my life's been like since our last live stream. So I got my master's in May of 2024, right? So yeah, looking for a job is really, really hard. I'm not like some sort of YouTube celebrity like I hope to be like Markiplier is and Jacksepticeye. By the way, I saw their videos, just with them coming clean about their mental health, and I really respect them for that. I really respect them for coming out. But it's not like I'm rich or anything, and I had to fill like 382 job applications just to land in this job in Cincinnati. Yeah. Why my live streams don't come up? Yeah, I know. I announced this one about 54 minutes before I actually did it because I don't. If it sounds like I'm drunk right now, I kind of am because I don't know how else to get through this. We just elected a guy who's like literally a serial liar, who's a convicted felon, who traffics in conspiracy theories, who caused 1 million Americans to die of COVID, who crashed the economy, and honestly, it took 382 job applications just to get to this job at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Yes, I am in Cincinnati, Ohio right now. It's pretty cool being on, being in a tri-state area. But if you also consider the fact that our Senate race did not really go very well, we just elected a guy who ran a car company and cheated women out of overtime and refused to pay their maternal leave. I mean, what the fuck? What happened? And in Montana, we just elected a guy who says racist things about Native Americans, says that the Department of Education is for indoctrinating little black girls, his words, not mine, and who advocates for privatizing public lands. I swear. We have like some of the worst people coming into office, and I'm like, I am working as a bioinformatics analyst for $62,000 a year. Keep in mind, these people make 3 times as much as I do, and yet their health like even lower standards. Like, I've been just trying to process that, and yeah, it's not been pretty. It's not been pretty. listen, guys, if I'm not, this is not a venting session, if you guys are just feeling a little uneasy about the times we're going through right now, I'm here. You can post your comments below. I see there are 2 people on our live stream right now. Hopefully we get more, because I just know that we didn't deserve this. Yeah, so as I was saying, I had to go through 382 job applications just to get my first offer. And it was really debilitating. I got into alcohol again. I actually attempted suicide from my apartment in Madison, Wisconsin. I had to spend the night at a detox ward. It wasn't fun. Even if you get like a master's, if you feel like you're unwanted, because the job market is just so competitive. I wouldn't want to say competitive. I call it discriminatory based on age, but you guys probably know more about it than I do. I mean, I'm turning 26 in 4 days, and I don't know how it's not going to suck balls, but sorry, I had to hear that. I'm just really, really confused right now, and I do feel like if anyone else is feeling the same way, now's the time to just make your voices heard. I'm just going through a lot right now, and I actually had feelings about not continuing the channel. However, you probably see that Boyland sign over there. How's my thumb? Oh, so yeah, I'm going back to Boyne Mountain this December. I'll probably be posting more videos from there, but somehow, just seeing that America just elected a guy who openly fantasizes about killing his political opponents, who wants to be a dictator on day one. Like, listen, I don't subscribe to any political party, okay? I think they both have their problems. I think Democrats are too timid. I think Republicans are just too far right. But in honesty, Donald Trump, he crashed the economy before, and I'm afraid he's going to do it again. And I fear. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and if he goes through with his tariffs and goes through with mass deportations. By the way, I was actually in Dayton, Ohio in September of this year. It's like 15 minutes from Springfield. There is nobody. The only meat people are eating are steak, pork, and chicken. Not cats, not dogs. It's bull fucking shit. I just don't know how anyone votes for this. I'm just. Wow. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah. Where the fuck was I? If I could just rewind. Sorry, guys. Also, it's been really hard for me to even go into work since that day. I've actually been thinking about jumping out my 3rd-story window, but I do have a therapist. I'm not going to say her name. I'm actually getting a new therapist. They've talked me out of doing that, and I've been pretty emotionally disturbed for a lot of my life. Ever since Roe v. Wade got overturned, ever since voter disenfranchisement got a green light, and I just fear that if he goes through with his tariffs or his mass deport, although I think it's mathematically infeasible. Like, think about this: he wants to deport 12 million people. President Obama, over 8 years, only got 3 million people deported. At this rate, it would take 32 years to get 12 million people deported, so I'm not really that concerned about that. Just to give you a frame of reference, Sailor Moon, which is a show that I've really been getting into, and honestly, I feel like it's a really good show. It teaches you to never give up, no matter how dark things get. I fell in love with the show earlier this year, even though I heard of it 2 years ago. But anyway, Sailor Moon is 32 years old. If you started deportations on March 7th, 1992, today you'd probably not be finished with all of the 12 million deportations. And you'd probably need like about 60,000 flights on Boeing 737s. I did the math. And listen, I'm not that worried about that, but family separations are just like, I'm a little worried about that. But if he does any of these things, it could really harm the economy, and I am legitimately fucking scared because I have an entry-level job, and I feel like I can lose it if the economy goes into another recession. People thought the prices were high, but the thing is, they've been coming down for like the last year, so I don't know what their excuse was there, but guys, I'm legit scared right now. I literally have an entry level job, and I'm almost 26 years old. I'm literally just out of graduate school. I literally fear that if he causes another recession, I could be out of a job. You just got to look at the data. The last 3 Republican presidents, they've caused recessions. George H.W. Bush in 1992, which I wasn't even born yet. I was born 4 days from today in 1998. George W. Bush, I was like 9, maybe 10 during the Great Recession. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah. So I feel that my healthcare could be taken away too if Mike Johnson's the Speaker of the House said that says that Obamacare could be on the chopping block. And if you give tax breaks to people like Elon Musk, who clearly doesn't deserve it, by the way, he's an illegal immigrant. I swear to God, if Trump deports him, I will send him a thank you letter for deporting Elon Musk. He was actually an illegal immigrant from South Africa. Yet he buys the election for Donald Trump. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't have Twitter. So he's probably gonna give tax breaks to billionaires, and leaving people like me who only make $62,000 a year, just leaving us out to dry. I just don't know how any of this makes sense. It's just so yeah, I'm going through like a lot right now, and I don't know when the next video is gonna do. I really wanted to do another live reaction, but I haven't, given the primaries this year and given my really tough job search, I've been distracting myself by watching shows like let me get this out for you. I've been if you really want to know what I've been up to all these years, all these months, yeah, well, here we go. I have been binging a lot of shows like Friends. I've been binging Stay the Moon. I have like a lot of DVDs there. I love that show. Puella Magia Magica Magica. Also, I follow a C-pop person who's like my guru for like anime. Also, Azumanga Daioh. It's about a girl who skips like 5 grades to go to high school. That's basically how I've been spending my 2024. Also, there's more. There's even more. I've watched the entirety of The Office. Great show, by the way. Parks and Recreation. Yeah. So I've been really just trying to get this year with a lot of entertainment and stuff. And I'm still not done with this show, 30 Rock. I'm still not done with it. I don't know how you guys have been spending your 2024, but it's been a pretty tough year, and I think it's gonna get tougher over the next 4 years. So I don't know. I'll try to keep you guys distracted, because guys, if it's not, I know it's not just me suffering from just PTSD and stuff and just fear. It's all of us, and I want us to stick together. I only want what's best. So all together, that's like 1,100 episodes. By the way, I've also been binge watching this really cool anime called Oja Majo Doremi, which is about girls who go to witch academy. It's really, really funny. You can only see it on 9 Anime, as long as that site is still up. So yeah. All right. If I'm rambling too much, you guys can tell me to quit. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's been a pretty tough year, and it's gonna be another tough 4 years. Just if you've seen this guy's rallies, he gave a blowjob to a microphone on stage. If anyone saw his Madison Square Garden rally, no, that's fine. BRB real quick. No, that's fine. If you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go. I went before this, but if anyone saw his Madison Square Garden rally and decides to vote for him anyway, this guy didn't just win the college; he won the popular vote. And I'm like, no. Where's the real vote count? And I don't know if it's I'm not one to dabble in conspiracy theories, but I feel like there's something like very wrong. Like Is this really what America wants? Do Americans want misogynists? Do they want people who molest girls? Because I don't believe in any of that stuff. I would never do any of that stuff. but but if these people are getting elected to our government, I just don't know what to say. I don't know if there's any hope left. It's just really hard to see, oh boy. It's really hard to see how this gets better. It's probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I personally, I wanted to move back to upstate New York, where I'm originally from, but the only job I could get is, in downstate Ohio, close to my Aunt Lois, who lives in Lexington. About 85% of my relatives live in Chicago. So if any of you guys are watching this, first of all, hi. I'm sorry you had to see me go through this. I know you're, yeah. So you guys, if you guys have any tips about how we're gonna make it through 4 more years of an erratic guy who's clearly lost it. Again, I don't really subscribe to any political party, but I can tell if someone who's I can tell if someone is cognitively declining. I saw that debate in June of 2024. Biden sounded like he had a stroke. Beat Medicare. At that point, I knew he was done. And I was more excited than ever to have Kamala Harris as our nominee, because she worked really hard to get where she was. That's the American dream. You work hard. It doesn't matter where your background is. You can make a living. Whereas Trump, on the other hand, got everything from his father. Went bankrupt 7 times. And apparently, I don't know. Somehow he's the luckiest guy on earth because he can avoid criminal trials. I almost had, back in July 2023, I was temporarily banned from a tennis court, from all athletics facilities at UW-Madison, because I had an emotional breakdown at a tennis court because I thought I won some game, but they said I didn't. Honestly, I mean, it was kind of stupid, but they told me I couldn't go to any of the athletic facilities until I spoke with the manager. I wanted to speak with the manager sooner or later, and when he said no, you got to wait a week or two, I tried to break into all the facilities. It was fun until I saw flashing lights on the street, on Dayton Street in Madison. I was like, oh, yeah, and I got fined $200. So basically, apparently, senators can do that, or representatives can do that, or president can do that, and do a lot worse than that, and retake and claim power. I'm not seeing where the connection is. I'm not. I just. Oh my God! You see what I mean? I mean, it's just. I feel like we, the lower class, are getting the short end of the stick here. Again, I'm not venting. I'm just. Okay, I kind of am, but honestly, it's just something I really need to get off my chest. I've not been able to perform well at work since this election because I thought people would know better, and I thought that people would, apply morals and sensibility. Not elect a guy who, tried to scuttle an immigration reform bill. I watched as Congress debated that bill. I love good deliberations in Congress. I know a lot of you don't really follow, what Congress does and shit, but I know a good bill when I see one, and if they would have passed it, it would have solved a lot. But Big Daddy Donald didn't want it solved because he wants to run that problem. Yet, you see where I'm going with this? You want to run in problems rather than solve them? He has disqualified himself in so many ways. You can't be a convicted felon and then run for office. I can't even be a convicted felon and get. I was never a convicted felon, but on every job application I filled out, I mean, I was asked, "Have you ever been convicted of a crime?" If we can elect a president who literally is awaiting sentencing 2 weeks from now, maybe, just maybe, we should take that question off of these surveys. Don't ask people about if they were if they were convicted of felonies anymore. Because apparently, you can become a senator, you can become a representative, you can become president of the motherfucking United States, and still have a rap sheet longer than War and Peace. Yeah, I'm just really confused, guys. I don't know where I go from here, but yeah. At least I got two people here watching me ramble. I just, yeah, guys, it's gonna be a really rough 4 years, guys. But I'm still gonna try and put out content when I can. I I'm not gonna lie, I have lost a lot of things that I've loved. Like on October 29, I was I put out these videos of Honda Inside Adventures because I love driving my car. It's something I love since I was like 5. Like you sit in your mom's car, and you're just really enamored by it, and you look forward to the day where you can drive someday, have your own car. Also, to be fair, when I was 17, I got a used BMW, but that turned out to be a money hole. So as soon as I graduated from undergraduate school, I got myself a Honda instead of a BMW. But anyway, like on October 29th, I was allowed to park in the visitors garage at Cincinnati Children's Center at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and I was not ticketed for it until October 29. And like, what? So I live in an apartment that's like 0.7 miles from work. Thing is though, if I wake up late, I could at least drive myself into work and it'd be really fast. But the thing is, my assigned parking space was in this garage called Vernon Manor, which is like at least a half mile out of the way. and then I gotta get on a bus to go to work, which is like 3 times longer than I've already driven. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna walk. So basically, yeah, I can't drive into work anymore without getting ticketed. I got away with that for like 2.5 months, man. It was super convenient. But yeah, so well, I'm just glad that skiing season's coming up. Hopefully that'll lift my spirits a little bit more. I don't know how many of you are into winter, but winter is coming, and well, personally, I do remember when I did my 250 live subscriber live stream. There are not a lot of people there who really like skiing because they were from North Carolina or South Carolina or Virginia. I don't remember. I do remember that there's one of my subscribers who was there during my 250 live stream on August 11 last year was from South Carolina, so they don't get snow. But anyway, I'm actually a little excited for winter, and yeah, I get to go skiing, just take my mind off it all. I'm getting a new therapist because my other one really wasn't that effective. So yeah. Yes. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, even at this age, you still get texts from your dad and your mom. But anyway, yeah, they were with me for like the 6 days that followed the election, and they were worried about me, and I think they're right to be. I just don't know how I go from here. I'm legit scared about what's gonna happen next, and I wouldn't be surprised if anyone else is too. But if I was talked out of jumping out my window, listen, depending on what side of the aisle you're on, 2026 is coming soon, guys. I remember 2017, 2018 when there was like a breakdown in accountability, and Republicans tried to overturn Obamacare. I just legitimately fear that they're going to pass a national abortion ban because I have a cousin who needed an abortion. The only reason she was able to get one was because she lived in Illinois. Keep in mind, this was after Roe v. Wade was overturned, where in like 2/5 of the states, abortions are no longer allowed anymore, or they're severely restricted. And thank God here in Ohio, we we enshrine the right to an abortion into law. But we still are on the lookout for if the state Supreme Court will overturn that. People from Indiana or Kentucky or West Virginia, they could just come across the border and go into a place like Cincinnati or Portsmouth or I don't know. Yeah. Oh no. Gallipolis. Sorry. I'm still learning my Ohio geography. But yeah, Gallipolis is the the city in Ohio that's on the border of West Virginia. Portsmouth is still on the border of eastern Kentucky. And well, Cincinnati really is a tri-state area. Has slivers of Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Although to be fair, if you live in Indiana, you could just go to Illinois or Michigan. But I'm just glad that we're a safe haven. Like I'd rather live in a red state that has like adequate civil liberties protections rather than a swing state like say Georgia or North Carolina that has inadequate civil liberties protections. So yeah, it's gonna be a really rough road here, guys. I guess if I put out another video, like my next video will probably not be I don't know what my next video is gonna be. December, I know I'm gonna be coming out with a lot of ski lift videos. I mean, I really love skiing, so you can stay tuned to that. I don't know. Probably not a live reaction. Yeah. So yeah. Wow. And posting videos of indoor plumbing has been pretty interesting because I've actually found that on YouTube there's like a lot of people who are interested in that stuff, including me. If you're wondering what I'm eating, it's chicken a la king. Yeah. If you're wondering how I get through this, I have this like really fuzzy white blanket I just cuddle myself in. It's like a warm hug. I just cry to myself sometimes, and sometimes I go to bed early because I feel like I've lost interest in a lot of things that I like to do. Maybe I'll find a friend group around here soon. I don't know. I mean, I have you guys. I have 476 subscribers. I feel blessed. When I started this channel like 2015, I wasn't even sure I'd make it to 100. Let's be fair, I didn't really get the channel going until like 2023. So the fact that I made this far really means a lot. And for those of you who are here today, this really means a lot. Not that many people can. I'm gonna be honest. I watched Markiplier and Jacksepticeye come out with how they really feel, and that's what really helped me just come out with how I feel. I was writing to people like my therapist, my boss, a colleague, because I didn't know who I could turn to in this time of need. But anyway, guys, try to do the best you can, and maybe something good will come in the future. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what's next on my channel. I know that I don't think I'm going to shut this channel down. No, I think I value it too much. I know I'm not monetized. I don't really care about the money. I mean, I've got a new source of income, but oh wow, I'm rambling again. But yeah, just having the viewership, having the community here, that really matters a lot. And I couldn't be more thankful. Even if I do never make it to 1,000 subscribers, I'm really glad you guys have stuck with me through all this. Just feel free to post in the comments here in the live chat. I see it's not very active right now, or in the comments below once this stream is posted. Just let me know how you guys are doing, because I think a lot of us are really gonna. I know a lot of us won't admit it, but we're really suffering. Like, this is a really hard time. It's. I think we need each other more now than ever. And, well, if you guys. Well, okay, we've hit the 30-minute mark. If you guys want me to share anything more, well, I'm. Well, I'll still be here. But other than that, I just thought I'd just put all this out there because I know I'm not the only one struggling right now. And, well, yeah, you guys have been great. You guys have been great. You guys have been really great. Anyway, I might just close the live stream here if you guys really don't have anything to add. I've said all that I could. It's gonna be tough, but I know somewhere, somehow, if Stay of the Moon has taught me anything, is that no matter how dark things get, there will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. But if Monica Magica has taught me anything, is that maybe we're doing all these moral things in vain. Nah, I prefer it. Yeah. Ever since my last live stream, I've been really into anime, so yeah. Yeah, so yeah, guys, just even though this election really just set us back about 100 years, I know we don't have to go back to. Guys, just okay. I think I said all that I could. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get some rest. It's like 9 o'clock where I am right now. I just feel really tired right now. I've had less energy since election season even started because we were. Okay, you know what? Anyway, guys, I really appreciate the turnout, even for those who didn't really post. Anyway, I just. Just try to do the best you can, guys. We'll all be here at the end of the day, I'm sure. Anyway, I should probably get going to bed. I gotta get into work tomorrow. It's really not easy as it is. Anyway, I'll see you. Bye. See you next time, and I know how you feel. Thanks. I feel blessed.